Okay, true believers, this is my follow-up video from the previous one about the bootleg Lego here I got from Lazada. So here it is, finally the finished product, and it looks pretty good. This is my first bootleg Lego I decided to do. It was something I wanted to do, me and Hero did, but it took so long. He fell asleep, but we still enjoyed it. So I finally got around to finishing it for like 3 days later. So it took me about, I would say, 20 something hours to put this together. And the reason why it took so long is the instructions aren't that very good. I mean, it's like a puzzle, you can figure it out, but there's some steps that are not illustrated properly, so there's some trial and error. So here is there's some extra parts here. And there was like this part, the seat, where the instructions were, I couldn't follow it because it wasn't mounted properly. And let's talk about the pros and cons. The pro is, number one, it's very cheap. It's like 15 bucks. It's convenient. I think it took like 4 or 5 days for it to get here. And so if you spread this out over 3 days of putting it together, that's like $5 a day. I mean, you can't even get a cup of coffee now for $5, so it's definitely worth it. So it's a good value. And there's the engineering that goes into it is pretty cool. As you can see, a lot of detail goes into it, and I don't have the real thing, but it's pretty close. So some of the details that I like, look at this chain over here. It comes with a stand, and look at the detail. So let's go around and take a look at the rest of it. Look at the two mufflers. Here's the wheel, it's real rubber. There's the suspension, and you can see the gears and the pistons, and overall it looks pretty good. Look at the suspension. Here, the suspension works. You can see there's like a coilover spring there. That's pretty good. And here in the front also, there's a suspension in the front. And here you can see the gears working, and you can even see the pistons working. So if you do that, you have to do one-handed here. I have the chain. I have the chain is pretty tight because I don't want it to be sagging. So, but it rolls, and you can see. And then here, if you look at it this side, see how the pistons inside kind of move in and out. Let's see if we can appreciate that. There you can see it kind of going up and down like so. So what are the negatives? What are the negatives about this thing? So first of all, the sticker sheet, don't even bother putting it on. It's so crappy that it's just gonna scream out to you that this is a fake bootleg, so don't even bother putting this on. I mean, look, it's not a Ducati, but the Ducato, and it's not mobile, it's mobile deal. So then you don't want to be putting that 250cc on this when it's supposed to be 1,000 cc's. And there's some fit and finish issues. Like, for example, this thing right here doesn't want to, it's pretty flimsy. The other side is okay. And then this piece of plastic right here, I actually threw this away accidentally, and Hero and I had to dig it up off the trash. He goes, "Where's the windshield?" I go, "What windshield?" And it was just this it was inside a piece of plastic inside this very flimsy, thin plastic. And I automatically thought that it was empty because it's, as you can see, it's transparent. So that's probably my biggest gripe about this, is they couldn't use a real plastic. Instead of it's like this saran wrap. So that's like the #1 giveaway that this is a bootleg is this right here. Here, see if we can appreciate how flimsy that is. I could easily fall off. Oops. And it's not very stable on the stand. So there's a peg in there. And there's some, like I said, some fit and finish issues. I mean, my thumbs are not as sore as if I'm putting together a Gundam, but it does take some pushing, and I'm just trying to get the peg in there. Come on. Okay. So there's some fit and finish issues, but overall, it's pretty good. I just wish there was like maybe where the brake here is, maybe some cables that will go in there just to look more authentic. But overall, it's good. What is my other complaints other than the sticker, this flimsy thing? The instructions are not very clear at some parts, but that's kind of part of it when you're dealing with bootlegs. It's the challenge. Also, it's like putting a 3D puzzle together, and it's very satisfying when it's complete. So the other thing that overall I like about it is that overall the experience is that I enjoyed it. I used to put the bootleg Gundams together, and after a while it would get repetitive. So this is a nice break if you like putting models together or Gundams together or other types of models together. Then putting this Lego feel satisfying, because the best part about it is that it's not flimsy like a Gundam where you have to be so careful that so it doesn't break. The plastic is very cheap, but in this one, I'm not so worried about it breaking. I don't have to cut it off the tree, have to sand it or panel line it, or do any of those extra steps to put it together. You just take it out of the box, slap it together, and here it is. So if you enjoy real Legos, or if you enjoy putting models together, then you definitely enjoy it. It's a nice break from doing Gundams, and it's very satisfying, as you can see. All right, that concludes today's video. I'll see you in the next one.